Well, hello and welcome back. Hope you had fun last video, where I did nothing but basically level up and shop. Another lovely shopping video. But here we are, Mount Bur-Almasace, the temple approach. There are people everywhere who I'm not going to bother to talk to, because they all say pretty much the same thing, I'm pretty sure. Yes, we are refugees. We must do what we must. We cannot depend on the people here to help us. They have their own problems to worry about. We'll have to be self-sufficient. They say the Grand Kiltias Anastasis can silence a king or even an emperor with a single withering glare. What I want to know is, why does he hide up here on this mountain? He should be down there, stopping those warmongers. That is a good question, but maybe there's a holy war going on. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. I guess we'll talk to just random people. You came through Golmore Jungle? Oh yeah, I see. You jake with me. We both know no Vieira would allow a human to pass through their wood. Well, they did. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've got a Vieira with me. Ah, pilgrim. The temple grounds are ahead. The lights shine upon your path. Faram. Maybe they see us as a pilgrim because we're not, a dirty-looking refugee. We're not really running from a war-torn region, throwing away everything we own, just trying to make it out alive. Even though I do wonder who mends our clothing after all these battles. I've got to be getting awfully ratty. What are you, nothing? An Arcadian Wayfarer? No. It would take me probably 2 videos to make it to the top of this tower if I stopped and talked to everyone. There might be time for that later on. An acolyte. My sleep is oft troubled of late. I pray 'tis merely the nerves of an old man. Light guide your path. Man, what a view from up here. I knew this place was tall, but geez, even in the cutscene it wasn't this tall. Maybe some miscommunication between the design teams. Am I allowed to go up here? Up the steps you'll find the Hall of the Light, where presides His Grace, Anastasis. So anyone can just go up here? Ah, you are in Lord Larsa's party, yes? The Grand Kiltias await within. You shall find him through these doors. Maybe we did have a meeting set up with this guy in advance. I honestly don't remember what we said. Just that we were coming here for some reason. Hello everyone, 'tis us. We have arrived. This guy doesn't even sit on a throne. Jeez, he just stands here all day. Stands here for a couple thousand years, maybe. Excuse me, your most excellent beef jerkiness.
Is he sleeping?
No, my child.
Whoa.
I do not sleep. I dream. For reality and illusion are a duality. 2 parts of a whole. Only the mirror of dreams reflects what is true.
Anastasis, your grace. I am
Lay
Ashelia.
down your words. Ashelia, daughter of Ramanas, I have dreamt your dream. Who better to carry on the Dalmascan line than she who bears the Dawn Shard?
Oh, okay.
Your dream of a kingdom restored is known to me.
Grand Kiltias, then give us your blessing. Grant the Lady Ash her
I do
accession
not
to the...
suppose this is something you might reconsider.
What? Who's this rock star looking guy?
My little emperor-in-waiting. You called and I have come.
This is the man I wanted you to meet. Believe it or not, he is a member of the noble house Margrace, rulers of the Rosarian Empire.
I am but one of very, very many. try as I might, I could not stop this war alone. Thus, I came seeking Lars's assistance.
Really?
Alcide Margrace at your service.
He
To
would be
think
a
I
Cid.
stand before the Lady Ash, it is truly an honor. I see it is true after all. Stunning is Dalmasca's desert bloom.
I'm trying to pluck the fruit before it's grown, dude.
Larsa. In Rosaria, Alcid. They dream not of war. Should empire join with empire, the way will open for a new Ivalice in our time.
Grand Kiltias, you speak much of dreams, but in the real world, war is upon us.
Grand Kiltias, I was told my coming here would prevent this war. I was to assume my father's throne and announce the restoration of Dalmasca, treat with the Empire for peace, and persuade the Resistance to stay their hand. I have not come all this way to be asked to reconsider.
A word from you and the Resistance would stop cold, and Rosaria's pretext for joining the war scattered off to the four winds. This was what we had hoped. Alas, circumstances change. A full 2 years have passed since your reported death. Were it to become known you are still alive, I fear it could only worsen our current situation.
Because I am powerless to help.
Nay, in fact it has little to do with you.
Then what? If Lady Ash were to extend her hand in friendship, perhaps I could then persuade the Emperor. His Excellency will solve things peacefully.
The Emperor Gramis is no more. His life was taken.
What?
Father.
Who done it, guys? Who could have killed the Emperor without us seeing a cutscene of it?
What possible cause could we have to lay hand on our Emperor?
A deception and an outrage. The Senate will not stand for this.
A viper amongst our senators?
With Chairman Gregoroth as its head. With what dignity remained him, he confessed to the poisoning and passed his own
A
sentence.
viper with many tails. Much of the Senate is culpable.
We had no choice but to
Shit
strip
is
the
going
Senate
down.
of authority and assign powers of autocracy to myself until such time as order...
Spare me your lies. I see the serpent coiled here before me.
Grace, you speak too freely.
Zargabath. Do not tell me you join in his mama's farce.
With Rosaria poised to invade at any moment, our leader must have a free hand.
The once great House Solidor is now reduced to myself and my dear brother Larsa.
Surely you would not go so far. Vain Solidor! As Judge Magister and upholder of the law, I hereby place you under arrest.
You misunderstand. Vane did not make himself autocrat. It was the very Ministry of Law which you serve. Do you see it now, Drace? When you bared your sword at His Excellency, you bared your sword at the law.
I don't think that's how it works.
You wear the mama's motley well, Bergen.
Well,
Such strength. Inhuman.
and super creepy.
Zargabath, take the Alexander. You will accompany Bergen and bring Larsa back to me.
Sire.
Your Excellency, Lord Larsa was placed under my charge.
Oh? Perhaps you mistook your orders then. I can see no other explanation for why you were reporting and conjecturing on my doings to my late father.
Your Excellency.
A hound begging for scraps at the Emperor's table. Would you serve another master, hound? You may fulfill your duty as Judge Magister before us all. She has been tried and found guilty.
Your Excellency, I beg you reconsider.
Weren't you guys just talking about the law a couple seconds ago and how it's got to be followed? Come on, turn tail. You and her can fight your way out of this. Make a resistance amongst the judges.
I care not. Live, Gabrantha. Protect the young lord. Protect Larsa.
Forgive me.
Pray be quick.
Well, this changes everything in the game.
And so House Solidor lives on.
I guess the Senate is no more. Vayne is now Emperor. Larsa is being recalled, probably to be killed himself. The only good judge is now dead.
Let us suppose you
Maybe
approach the
now.
Empire with a peaceful resolution. The late Emperor Gramis would have lent you his ear, that much is certain. But we are dealing with Vayne Solidor. Should the princess return, he would claim her an impostor, or to tempt the resistance into battle. Vayne wants this war, that much is certain. As our ill luck would have it, the man is a military genius.
The dreams have told me thus. To reveal yourself would imperil us all. I see war, and Vayne's name writ bold on history's page.
Arcadia's banners fly high. They are making ready for the coming war. According to our latest reports, the Western Armada prepares for war, under Vayne's command, no less. The newly formed 12th Fleet has already been deployed. Oh yes, the Imperial First Fleet stands ready. They'll be underway as soon as the Odin's refit is complete. And there is more. The 2nd Caravan Expeditionary Force is being called in to replace the missing 8th, so there will be no gaps. The largest force ever seen.
And then, the Nethicite is the coup de grace. Grand Kiltius, your grace. I spoke to you of my succession. Let us put that aside. Should I become Queen of Dalmasca now, powerless as I am, I can protect nothing. With a greater power at my disposal, perhaps then.
It is the Nethicite of which you dream?
I require something far greater.
Love.
To wield power against power. Truly, the words of a Hume child.
I am descended from the Dynast King himself.
Indeed. Then you have but one choice. Seek you the other power Wraithwall left.
Does such a thing exist?
Journey across the Paramana Rift to the still shrine of Miriam. There rests the gift he entrusted to the Grand Kiltius of his time. Seek it out. The Sword of Kings can cut through Nethicite. Why he would entrust the power to destroy Nethicite, the instrument of his greatness, to another and not to his own progeny, I cannot say. Awaken Shelia Benagan and take up your sword, or your dream will remain but a dream.
It's pretty obvious why he didn't pass it down amongst his progeny, right? Oh yeah, Larsa Larsa. Sorry about your dad.
My dream too fades into day.
And Larsa is gone. It was nice running with you, Larsa. You were a definite boon when it came to grinding out all those levels in LP. I wonder who our next guest will be. So, man, that was a long cutscene. I'm kind of shocked as to what was going on. I did not expect the Emperor to die already. In fact, I didn't remember him dying at all. We can get the Sword of the Kings and Steel Shrine in Miriam, which is where we will be going next video. Kiltias. Brelge. Alone. Leave me alone. The hearts of Humes are weak. I dare not grow close to them, lest mine grow weak as well. What are you guys doing down here? It's a worm philosopher. I came to the Paramina Rift, hoping to study a rare strain of worm known as the Virao. Sadly, I've been most disappointed. If not the Rift, where might it be? How did he pronounce it? Paramana? I don't know. Mount Baromaces is protected by the holy power of his grace, the Kiltias. Once, long ago, a great worm filled with avarice sought to steal the riches of our mountain, but his grace drove it off to Paramina. Okay. That's where we'll be going next video. Really only going to talk to anybody at this point that has a name. Someone that might actually have some story or a reason to exist, other than for backstory and lore and stuff, which this game has tons of it. I haven't even shown you guys the bestiary in depth. I went and looked at the bestiary and some other stuff off screen, and I could go through it, but it would take like 3 or 4 hours. There is one thing I'll show you guys before I end the video here, though. That's going to be another short one. But let's just turbo up there. Trying to get a little bit better at controlling on turbo too. Whenever you've done it for like 4 hours while grinding, it becomes almost second nature. But I don't remember the first game having this, the non-international version. There is this place called the Sky Pirates Den, and I guess you unlock stuff and it's achievements for the PS2. Like, get that, we got something for attacking 300 times. I don't know if these icons change and they leveled up. For casting magic over 200 times. For acquiring over 100,000 gil, we get the title of Plunderer. For stealing something, we are a Master Thief. Yeah, all this stuff. And I'm going to guess over the course of the game it'll get filled with more and more characters. It doesn't do anything as far as I know. Tons of bestiary stuff. There's a bunch of monsters I need to go back and kill more of so I can unlock the additional bonus information if I wanted to, which I really don't. I don't care about reading in-depth into games. They're encyclopedias. If it's not in-game, in the story, then I'm not going out of my way to learn about it most of the time. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. Whenever we come back, we're going to go to the Paramina place and get the sword that can cut through nethicite. Even though I still don't know why the Empire needs nethicite when it seems like they can just steamroll over everything.